Hello everyone and welcome to my FAQ number 50 from Norway. There's a road over there and these are my kids and my wife. Yeah, so this FAQ is going to be a little bit different. Obviously I'm not in Sweden and in my office, I'm here, which is, well, different, I guess. I'm actually on vacation together with my family, so I thought I would just make it from here and just, you know, see the sights while answering your questions. Ciao Ola, I was wondering, would you show us a bit of your vlogging setup and how you edit your videos? For vlogging, I'm simply just using my iPhone X to film everything, and I mean the camera is more than enough for vlogging. And recently I also bought this Osmo gimbal as well, which I use to stabilize the movement on my iPhone. So whenever I want a steady shot, I use the gimbal, or I just take up the iPhone and film by hand. And for all the drone shots, I have this Mavic Air that I also recently bought, which is really small and awesome. When you fold it in, it becomes so small. And it's my first drone, so I'm very proud about my drone. And it shoots amazing video, I must say. So I'm very happy about my drone. So yeah, that's what I'm using for vlogging at the moment. So there you go. Where did you come up with that solar design, by the way? The logo. Nature boy. Yeah, my wife drew that logo for me back in, I think it was 2010 or 2011. At first it was the solar sign for Ola Englund, and if you figure it out, it has OLA in it somewhere. And now I've decided to make that logo a part of solar guitars instead. So I'm not personally gonna use the logo anymore. It's a solar guitars thing now, so there you go. My wife designed it. How nice of her, huh? Hi Ola, greetings from South Africa. Not sure if you answered this already, but what do you think about Periphery? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Periphery. I heard Misha's song, Icarus Lives, back in the day over at MySpace. And I don't remember which singer it was, but it was just such an awesome song. And I heard it, I fell in love with it. My favorite album of theirs is Periphery 2. I just think it's the most complete album of theirs. No, Periphery 2. What did I say? Did I say 3? Periphery 2 is their best album. So yes, I do enjoy Periphery every once in a while. And something I do enjoy as well is this incredible view. Can't really capture that on this camera, but it's insane basically. Hi Ola, what kind of things do you do with your family to spend time with them? Can you tell us about them? Yeah, so I like to go on vacation with my family and just try and spend as much time as possible I can when I'm not working. Like right now we're here by this beautiful setting. And my daughter is not super happy, but I just want to show you how much I'm with my family. It's so important that you love your family. Huh? Okay, let's go. Privet, Ola. Have you ever been to St. Petersburg, Russia? It's one of the most beautiful and inspiring cities in the world. You will learn Russian language a bit, by the way. Yeah, I haven't been to St. Petersburg, but I'm going to Moscow in October and to have a workshop. So that's going to be awesome. It's my first time in Russia, so I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, so if you're in Moscow or in Russia, you have a chance to go check me out. I think it's the 5th of October. I'll link it somewhere down here. Okay? Ola, I use Adblock to watch all your videos. How does that make you feel? I really don't care. Cheers. Oh, that's so incredibly edgy. I have something in my backpack for you. 2 seconds. Here it is, down here. Hey Ola, love your vids. I was wondering, what are the general thoughts about Americans in your opinion, by Swedes? If I were to walk into a local pub, would I be welcome?
Yeah, if you go as an American to Sweden, you're probably gonna have an easy time going because it's... Oh yeah, that's a shoe. Shit, it's a bunch of shoes over there. I mean, when you go to Sweden, all the Swedes just want to use their perfect English with you, so you're not gonna have a hard time at all. You're gonna have it easy over there. So do not worry at all. You're gonna have an awesome time in Sweden. And yeah, we're riding this train right now. It's a little underwhelming, but the kids love it. This song is tripping me out.
Ola, after Jari Mayimpa tried a solar guitar, did he have any feedback for you about the guitar? Apart from putting a different pickup, is there anything else he would change? Was the feedback positive? Tack, and greetings from Manchester.
Well, it actually started with Jari actually buying a couple of guitars without me even knowing. And then he contacted me and he gave me his opinions about the guitar, and he loves the guitars. And he gave me some opinions about the Evertune bridge that was really insightful, that I haven't really been thinking about before. So that was awesome, and since then he's ordered even more guitars. So I'm happy to say that it seems like he likes the guitars, and I'm very proud and happy about that. He has a video out where he compares the Duncan Solar pickups with the EMG 81 pickup. So you can check it out. I'll link it somewhere up here probably, but it's link. You can check it out. Okay, so Jari Of Wintersun, that's awesome. Makes me really, really proud about myself that he likes the guitar. So makes me so happy.
Hallå! Bä! 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 Do you know the way to Bergen? No? Do you know if there's a Starbucks nearby? Apple Store? No? Okay, thank you.
Hey Ola, I was just wondering if you have a preferred pick thickness. If you have answered this before, I apologize. Love the burps.
Yeah, I'm using two types of guitar picks. I'm using this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's a sculpted Plectra Dunlop 1.4, and then I also use the regular small Tortex 1.14. These Tortex 1.14 is like the standard guitar pick that I use, and sometimes I use these Plectra 1.4. They're really good for just, you know, shredding basically. I like to have that. But yeah, so there you go. Those are the picks that I use. And look at the view here. It's absolutely amazing. Very majestic. I love it. So, Swedish word of the day, runka bulle, which is a game in Sweden where you, as a gang of guys obviously, stand over a cinnamon bun and jerk off basically. The point of the game is to jerk off as quickly and come as quickly as possible over the cinnamon bun, and the one that comes last has to eat the cinnamon bun. And now you're thinking, I did such a good job getting all the women to my channel, and this is probably the moment they will all unsubscribe to my channel, so that's great. Swedish word of the day, thank you.
Tjena Ola, do you follow these talented young guitarists like David Maxim Misik, Plini, and Jacob Sutecki?
Yeah, David Maxim Misik and Plini and Jacob. I'm not too familiar with Jacob, to be honest. I've heard a bit of his playing. I know he's an awesome player. I met him at NAMM. But David Maxim Misik and his Bylaw number 3. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a fucking waterfall. That's why I can't hear shit here. Yeah, so I heard Bylaw 3 and I was so inspired by that short EP. And it's almost like listening to anime soundtracks again in some way. I mean, I really like the musicianship that he did for that EP, and it actually inspired me so much that I wrote Solar Part 1, So definitely a very big inspiration for me. And Plini, I have an awesome story when we toured with the Haunted in Australia. He came out to our Sydney show and he was in the pit. Respect for that. And I met him afterwards, and next day we had a couple of coffee. I really enjoy his music too. I mean, it's really good feel-good music. And now that we've been traveling through Norway, I've had a chance to listen to both David and Plini again. And it's just perfect traveling music, I must say. It's like really easygoing music. So yeah, if you have not checked out David Maximisic, Plini, or Jacob, do so, because it's definitely worth it. There you go. Next question. Hey Ola, if you see someone on YouTube playing a Solar guitar and they don't play that well, do you consider that a bad look for the Solar brand? I don't think it's a problem. I mean, you have to understand that everyone starts somewhere, and even if I'm happy with like a shredder playing a Solar guitar on YouTube, you know, really like shredding it out. I mean, it's not a shredder's guitar, it's a guitar for everyone. And it's not about competition either. It's about having fun and, you know, finding a guitar that suits you and your needs, basically. So beginner, pro, doesn't matter. Everyone's a good advocate for Solar guitars. So there you have it. Best salesman's pitch ever. Should probably burp just to rectify that. Great. Here I come. Whee! So that's it for this 50th FAQ. Thank you so much for staying with me. If you're still here watching, I really appreciate it. I say it a lot of times, but you know what? You guys are awesome. I don't think I'm saying it quite enough times. So just before I end, I just want to talk a little bit about my YouTube membership thing. If you saw my Nevermore cover this past week, I made an extra video for YouTube membership members that shows how I mixed that video. So if you become like a YouTube member, you'll see a lot more content like that coming. So it's $5 a month. You'll be helping me out. I'll be bringing you content, downloads, whatever. And yeah, so check that out. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section of this video, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye. Oh, wrong lever. Bye.